Golden Era time. Hooray! I'm the only person in the Golden Era. That's awesome. Okay. Do I want to give harbours giving me more science? That could help me to leap ahead a little bit. Monumentality, though, having the ability to get settlers with faith is quite exciting. I quite like that one. I like harbours giving me gold, though, because I've actually just about to build a couple of harbours. In fact, actually, look, we've got a few happening now. Now that my galleys have finally been made. City-state quests, I really need to sort of do this. Quadriremes. That's cool. Holy sites? No. Great merchants? No. Great scientists? No. Games and recreation. What's games and recreation? Is that a theatre square? A construction technology? Oh, that's really easy. Oh, let's do that afterwards. Perfect. Almost have Kumasi on side. Almost. I just need one more envoy. World Congress. I quite like city centre buildings. We'll try and do that. And I'd like fewer grievances, because I am stirring things up at the moment. Victoria Campus. Neither of my things went through. I just think people are ignoring me. Industries. Now industries are really useful. I always have to check into this thing. But we can see what sort of boosts my cities can get. Now I have incense in my capital. Incense is terrible. It's faith yield. But I don't think there's anything else I could improve in my capital unless Maui finds something that could be done. What's gold yield? Silver, truffles, jade, diamonds. None of these things are really very good in my capital, unfortunately. Never mind, but like over here in these cities, these are going to be much better. So like I can easily build industries over here. Like tea gives science, that's not great, but diamonds gives me gold. We just discovered that one. That's good. Yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna start building this. Sometimes you overthink these things a little bit, and I'm tempted just to like go for what I can. Oh, the city flips in one turn. Oh, I was genuinely starting to put this city under siege. It was working reasonably well, but unfortunately I don't think we're going to be able to get through this time round. Never mind, it's going to flip to Canada. I think it's not the end of our opportunity. We might be able to capture it later on, but for now that's kind of it. Himiko. Oh yes, that's still a project I can do that works really well for me. Perfect. Right, hang on. Let's go for yields quickly. Let's see which cities produce the most production. Yields, production, Port Ryan, Slowpokes. It's Slowpokes. It's this city. I could be getting Himiko in, but I'm busy getting the Temple of Artemis in that city. So instead, Barb's made me do this. Okay, let's do that. We'll go Harbour and then Himiko. And with this envoy, I grant you Kumasi. Hooray! Now this means that my city-state trade routes are going to be doing a lot more for me. I say that, but actually it probably needs to just generate itself next turn. Shipbuilding! Ah, yes. I kind of needed that one. That was really cool. Yeah, a lot of my trade routes are now giving me 3 culture. It's not really showing it very well, but they are. You just have to believe me when I say that. Canada is only barely holding on to the loyalty of its central cities though. If I concentrate on growing this city in the middle, we should be able to actually really put a lot of pressure, a lot of loyalty pressure on Canada and try and steal their cities from them actually. Yeah, it is Mercenaries, Trade Confederation, Culture and Science from all my trade routes. That's a pretty good one. I can't remember where the card that gives me gold and faith from my trade routes is, but you can see military training is the way to go for now. Oh, that's unfair. My slinger was just about to walk into a camp and it just spawned a scout and an archer. Boo! Lighthouses give me 8 gold per turn though. That's pretty cool. Nice. Cool. An epic of Maori. Nice. My slinger was killed. That's not good. We'll have to sort of figure that one out in a second. Kokia is not my city-state friend, but it will be shortly. That's great. I'm just going to put an envoy into Mogadishu. I'm just going to see another load here. Build a quadrireme. That is something I can do. I can build a quadrireme. Nice. 4 turns away from building that one. Cool. In fact, actually, I'm just going to rush that through again, I'm using my gold. I shouldn't be using my gold, but the Sinbad already been claimed. But that gives me, I think, some more envoys somewhere. It gave me some stuff somewhere. That's what's there to be taken from here. There you go. Friends with Christina and with the Kongo. This is good. And Mogadishu. Traders are immune to being plundered. It's a bit of a double-edged sword for me, actually. Because sometimes them being plundered is a good thing. Sounds weird, but sometimes it is a good thing because it means you can refresh the route a lot quicker, but that's fine. Okay, but this is good. We're now discovering more and more capable routes of sort of being put out. Now we've got a lighthouse in this, in this city, but I need to be continuing to build more lighthouses. I've got more harbours on the way. Pretty soon I should be able to get myself ritual, which gives me gilded vaults as soon as I can find banking somewhere. And the Congo just got a city raised down here. That gives me an amazing opportunity to take over even more of the map, actually. Put some more loyalty pressure on Canada and to settle near Singi. So I'm going to take advantage of that. Sorry, Congo struggling on populations. I'll buy the settler there. Again, I know I'm using my gold, but if I'm using my gold to get things that will directly give me more gold, I feel better about it. Whether or not I should feel better is another question, but it helps me to feel better about it. Okay, this barb camp is proving really, really annoying, but I've got a boat, and the boat is doing well. I only have one tile pillaged at the moment, but Himiko will hopefully help. I mean, in some way. I'm not entirely sure how she'll help, but she will. And I actually managed to pinch a city here, just next to Singni, which is awesome. What a thingy to behold, eh? Let's get that builder. I'll improve the city. I'm just going to nab the jade and the marble, just because, you know, not that I'm that sort of person, but I very much am. Oh, we settled too close. You know, I will take the diplomatic favour. Thank you. And I'll take that diplomatic favour. And Canada, are you going to do the same thing? Go on, offer me No, they didn't. Sometimes they will. Oh, they're attacking my boat back. Temple of Artemis. Okay, this is good. This will give me some well-needed era score, because I need a golden age the next era, because I really need the extra gold from all of my trade routes. This is where I need to start banking down, because I'm in the second 100 turns now. I haven't got a huge amount of time left. Not at all. So, let's have a think about this. Turn 106. I've got 40 science, 40 culture. I mean, it's okay. It's okay. I feel like the barbs at the beginning of the game really did slow my progress down quite a lot. I built the Temple of Artemis thinking about it, right where I was going to build the commercial hub, which was a really silly thing to do, but never mind. I'll build it on this river instead. Commercial hubs actually are something that I really should be building, and actually thinking about it, I really should be building industries as well. We should do that. I picked up Himiko, and I'm just going to let myself another lighthouse. Again, I class that as a good spend, because it's gold to make gold. That's the thing. Port Ryan has some more available routes now. Oh, good. So we've reached that time where Port Ryan is beginning to really generate some proper gold now. So Himiko, which city-states should I capture? I like the idea of Zanzibar. I like the idea of Venice. Muscat. Those are all quite cool things. Venice is up there. Muscat is down here. Kumasi, Hunza as well. Or I could just go for the ones down here just to really solidify these ones. Cahokia needs a couple more, and Samarkand needs a couple more. You know, you're in the neighbourhood, so let's just go and take these over. In fact, actually, it's a quicker travel if I plop you down there. Oh, that's a route to Venice. Look at that. Ka-chunk. Hooray! Nice. That's 3. Just the suzerain from nothing. Quickly going to pick up monarchy now. Gives me a better government. Maritime industries is good, but I like veterancy because I'm building lots of harbours and lots of harbour buildings. Diplomatic League is still just about useful for me, but I can, as soon as Visselbank comes online, I'm going to be taking that. 20 gold per turn, that's pretty good. Let's go for the urban planning and natural philosophy to get my, just a tiny bit more science. And then we'll go for mercenaries, because Trade Confederation is going to be a wonderful policy for me. That's going to be great. Oh yeah, I'm the only person getting admirals. Nice. Okay, well, I mean, he's useless at the moment, but that's okay. She can use him to get myself a better quadrireme, just in case things do appear again to try and attack me. Right, so as cartography now has revealed itself to me, I'm going to just dip my toes into the apprenticeship water. I like the idea of my favourite industrial zones. These are very good buildings, and I can probably do some good stuff with them as I mop up the last of the barbarians from outside my land. This is looking good. I'm happy. I'm happy with how things are now going, but I need to just consolidate and make sure we're doing some good stuff here. Actually, a harbour in this city would be really good, but a commercial hub I think would be better. So I'm just going to quickly think about this. Yeah, let's get the commercial hub there. That's nice, and we'll go and improve this. Actually, we need to get some industries going. God, I'm everywhere on this game. Like, I'm really enjoying it. This is really good fun, but my word. Finally built a settler. I just need 4 more now. Just 4 more. What could go wrong, eh? I'm tempted just to make a one-off cash investment in order to just get a bunch of settlers. I feel like Oh, is it worth it? It's turn 112. I almost want to keep my gold balance, but if I can, I think if we just do one more gold splurge, this is probably going to be good for me. I think. Oh, this is painful, but I think I need to do it. So let's do it. Yeah. Oh, I'm going to regret doing this, I'm sure. But I think this is going to be the last major gold splurge we do. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Anything else now can be built by hand. Yeah, and at this point now, we're just focused. We are absolutely focused on getting as much as we can, gold-wise. Venice was giving me a bunch of gold. I want that one back. Thank you. I think it's better than Mogadishu. Oh no, traders being immune to being plundered, it is a really good one to have. But as I've said before, like, actually it's not the worst thing to happen sometimes. You know, I said I was going to not spend gold. Lighthouses are going to be like one of the few things that I will spend on because they make their money back really quickly. Oh, Mercenaries! Oh, thank goodness, this is such a good policy card for me. Natural philosophy is doing nothing, but Merchant Confederation, that's 10 science and 10 culture. Thank goodness. Okay. Right, that helps. That helps a lot. So Maritime Industries, Veterancy, these are all good things to be getting. But I'm going to get Conscription instead of Maritime Industries. I was thinking about doing some war in order to just sort of do some plundering, but nobody's really got too much that I can plunder that would give me gold. Science plundering is something. There are campuses on the coast, but no one's really got harbours. Nobody's really got adjacent commercial hubs. I'd be raiding city-states, and I'm not entirely sure that's what I want to do. Truffle industry. Hooray! It's my first one. Look at that yield. 7 food, 3 production, 4 gold. That's tasty. Okay, 2 cities popping up now. We've got the Sprawling Empire card. That's pretty cool. Lovely stuff. Let's get these harbours down as quickly as we can. These cities are going to take a little bit of time to sort of get themselves ready and rocking, but that's okay. It's better that we have them than not. Another settler now here. Brilliant. Ta-da! We're done. Oh, and I'm stealing this city from Canada as well. 5 turns until it becomes my city. That's awesome. We like that a lot. Oh, of course, trading domes. Aha. Trading domes help. Now, these things improve my trade routes by, I think, is it +1 or +2? Let's have a quick peek at this one. Where is it? Samarkand. +1 for every adjacent resource. Your outgoing international trade routes grant +1 gold per trading dome at the origin. Nice. So that'll give me +1.5 on all my trade routes. That's another 11 gold per turn. That brilliant. Get more from Port Ryan, I say. Gonna finally pick up Ritual as well, because Gilded Vaults are something that I'm just about to unlock. A Merchant Confederation gives me 34 gold per turn, so I shall be taking it. There's Triangular Trade. I knew it was around here somewhere. So Naval Tradition gives me 100% harbour adjacency bonus. That's pretty cool. So we'll work towards that quickly. Oh, I knew that was going to happen at some point. I'd literally just finished repairing everything around it. Oh, that is frustrating. That is frustrating. Never mind. Got to get a builder up here now. Ugh. I mean, at least the tiles are really good, but it ruined my industry and everything. Oh, awful. Grants a free trader in the city. Perfect. That's a brilliant admiral, actually. So that gives me a couple of extra options. Zanzibar, that's 1 there. That's 33 gold per turn. And Mogadishu gives me the suzerainship, actually, so that's awesome too. Give me extra trade routes. I love the idea of that, and we'll vote for Meli just because I can. But yeah, give me trade routes. I love the idea of having an extra route. Yay! People are going to hopefully trade with me now. Are people doing that? I've got 1 route coming to me. I mean, come on, guys. It's like people don't even care. It's like people don't care. Anyway, this one just got taken from Canada. Yeah, we've got a really decent monopoly of like a lot of the space in this middle bit. I just need to put the pressure on Canada and get them to steal those cities as well. Naval infrastructure I've now got as well. Brilliant. Let's get that instead of urban planning. Starting to get a lot of very decent gold cards now. 700 per turn on 1 turn. 1, 2, 3. This is okay. This is good. The money is beginning to come in now. Oh, Zanzibar would be a good pickup if I could get that. Need to work towards getting Zanzibar in. Commercial hubs being built in my capital as well. It's all good. Samarkand, good. It's a nice trade route. Yeah, this is... Okay, the trade is good. The trade is always good. So I can now make alliances, and I believe the most trade routes I've got are to Kongo. So Kongo are the ones that I'm going to be giving the Economic Trade Alliance to. I believe they'll accept that. Yeah, that's perfect. That gives me a bunch more gold. And with Mali, I could do with a little bit of science, so we'll go for that. I know they're very happy about that, but that's fine. Religious alliance for Sweden, it really doesn't matter. I don't want a cultural alliance though, because I'm actually enjoying putting pressure on other people's cities. Mali still actually hasn't met England. That's the crazy thing here. That's the absolutely crazy thing. The one thing I'm just looking at is gold and how I can steal it from other people. Nobody's really got any apart from Mali, who has 191 gold per turn, and they don't like Canada. They don't like Canada, and I'm just trying to think of a good way of getting it from Canada. I like the idea of kind of not going to war with Canada, holding my ground, but taking a joint war with them in order to just sort of try and get all of the gold out of Mali. It's not a bad idea. I mean, I don't know if it'll work, but it's always worth a try. Oh, I'm going to use 2 turns of gold just to pick up this great merchant, by the way. It improves mercantilism, and it also gives me another trade route in a second, which is kind of desperately needed in my capital. 52 gold per turn and 13 faith per turn. This is where we start to get a little bit of faith in now to try and get my heroes back. I really, really need my heroes. Trade routes to city-states now give me 2 faith. Yeah, that's definitely the one I wanted. Awesome stuff. And kaboom! Zanzibar is mine. Awesome. What do the elephant things do? Military units in host city? That's fine. It'll help fill a city C become perfect. Actually, cartography is going to be amazing. If we get nows, we can start to put them out and get lots and lots of extra gold. That's awesome. Oh, did I get a golden age? I totally lost track of what was going on there. I really hope I did. Yes, I did. Oh, thank goodness. Right. Canada's in a normal age again. Everyone else is in a dark age. That's good. That means we can sort of start to put some pressure on people. Reform the coinage. International trade routes give me 3 gold per special district in the foreign city. That'll help massively. Cartography now means that I can sort of just navigate across the sea, which means that hopefully my capital can trade with these city-states. That'll unlock a few extra routes for me, which will be very handy. Shipyards would be good. Own 2 crossbows. Is that an upgrade that is worth buying? How much is a crossbow? 250, 500 gold to get that. I don't think it is. I think I'd rather keep my gold at this point. I need to start being really frugal with my spending, he says after spending tons of it everywhere. But you know what I mean. It's fine. Colonialism. Oh, that's a good card. And Raj. Actually, these are good cards. We need to work towards that quickly. This'll bankin'. Okay, this will just pump a bunch more production into my cities, which is, look at all these routes. Oh, yes. City-states that'll flick in a second, but look, Port Ryan now is an amazing, amazing city. Hang on, I need to continue with my Great Admiral, just need to find this route across, waiting on this trader for a turn or 2. It'll be fine. Divine Architect. Now, this is a bit of a gamble, but I think it was worth getting this. I do think it was worth getting this. I need to put Moksha into a city that kind of makes it worth it, like a new city that I need to be sort of filling in quickly, fill a city D would be a really good example. So we'll go to fill a city D, and we should be able to buy in districts like with faith really, really quickly. Now I'm getting a lot of faith per turn now. I can get Maui soon, which will be in 4 turns. I'll be able to afford him pretty much, and it's because of all the faith I'm getting from trade routes now. But don't worry, Raj will be giving me a lot more faith on top of that as well. So it gets better, and there's another trading dome now in my capital. So my trade routes from my capital should be getting absolutely crazy. Oh, I just lost Bandar Brunei, but I'm going to get it back with another 52 gold trade route. That's very cool. And bam, the sea corridor is connected. I can now trade with Hunza. That's awesome. Let me just double check. It's Hunza and it's Muscat. Let's just get that one quickly. Bam. I've got all but one. It's just Hunza I need to get in now. And that's trade routes generate 1 gold for every 5 tiles they travel. That's awesome. And there's banking, by the way. I think I'm gonna beeline banking. Oh no, hang on. Let's get mass production and then banking. But I want to beeline that because that gilded vault is going to give me a bunch of gold if I can get away with building it. Colonialism has been discovered by Portugal. Right, let's just have a look at the continent layout of this map. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cities on a different continent, so I could get a bunch of gold from that. Colonial taxes does give me more than Merchant Confederation, so I'm going to go for that card. Raj as well, you can see now, gives me 14 gold, science, culture, and faith, which is brilliant. I'm going to put Trade Confederation there, and I'm going to stick Raj in. Extra trade routes, or 2 gold for trade routes to cities as well. I've got 1,395 gold per turn in, which is awesome. Let's get feudalism quickly. We're still building up the infrastructure. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 harbours still to come. I've got commercial hubs to come. I haven't got any gilded vaults down yet. which is going to be a huge difference when this comes into play. Huge difference. And like an idiot, I've just realised I should have been getting Maui back in. Perfect. So he can stick in more luxuries, which will in turn give me more gold. Flatland desert is the best place to put it, so I'm going to immediately take him to Sorry Mali and put them on these tiles down here. Each market, by the way, gives me 18 gold, which is crazy how good that is. Ooh, Blizzard. That's no fun. That's no fun. Oh dear, Sorry Mali is indeed being wrecked quite quickly. Let's just quickly get another builder in to come and try and fix the damage that I'm doing. And then shipyards, of course. Shipyards I should be building pretty quickly. These things give me 32 gold. I mean, that's pretty damn good. And Maui's inventions, Flatland Desert, some more silver. Awesome stuff. Time to get Kilwa. Kilwa, of course, gives me 30% gold in my capital and 15% everywhere else, as well as a bunch of envoys. I mean, yeah, we're gonna get a bunch of extra gold from owning Kilwa, so that's gonna be a fantastic rush for me. How's everyone's gold per turn? 72, 13, 23, 289. Mali have got a lot of gold per turn here, a huge amount of it. So I need to just kind of keep an eye on that where I can. Not because I'm in fear of it, but because I genuinely think I can improve myself. I'm just going to denounce England as well. They are really not liked. They are not liked by at least one of my allies, so getting a nice joint war in could give me a bunch more gold than I was expecting. Okay, with Himiko gone, I realise I do actually have two of these. Hang on, let me go see. Two epics. They only give me 2 faith and 2 culture per turn, and they would give me a lot of gold if I did sell them. If you deal. So I've just got to keep an eye on that, actually. If I can get good deals from them and I can get all the gold, then there's no point keeping them, because I get enough faith now to bring my heroes back. Only 3 turns and I can get Himiko back in. Another admiral. He's not the best, to be fair, but he gives me a luxury in my capital, which I will take if I can find a seaborne luxury, which is a tricky thing to do on this map, to be fair. There's not many of them around. In fact, are there any at all? I don't know if there are. I think this map has no seaborne luxuries. Never mind. Alright, well, just wait there, I guess, and just think about your life choices. So 1 free city is going to flip to me there, and Kingston I think is going to fall soon as well, which is awesome. Sorry, Canada. This is not going to be your day. Boom! Let's get Raina in as well. I think I might give Raina a chance to shine in my capital. So now that I've got nationalism, anything else popping up for me that I'd quite like to get? Not really. We kind of hit a bit of a dead end here on policies. I would like to really dig into the sort of later stage civics if I can. I want to go and find some modern era government. So an archaeological museum, I'm not going to boost that one, I'll just do it manually. That'll do for now. And what I was going to do as well was veterancy's all fine and everything, but I'm going to now get instead maritime industries. That's not going to help me a lot, actually. Let's instead get merchant republics. I can get press gangs, and then I can start building nows, which I really need to do because Vittorias are amazing. Trade routes to own cities. I mean, that's a terrible great merchant. I don't need you particularly. Do I save it for a corporation? I think I'm probably going to save this one for a corporation, which seems like a strange thing to do, but you know what? I'll do it. Extra production towards building commercial hubs. I don't think that's going to go through, but we'll try it anyway, and I'll vote down on cotton because honestly, who really knows what people vote for anyway? They've gone for campus again and no tobacco. I don't think I mind that one really. There's Himiko back, by the way. The only 2 I need to get is Hunza and Muscat, which are both over in that direction. So, you're going to go on a journey, Himiko. I'm going to send you over in this direction. Hooray! Press gangs. Nice. I'm going to put craftsmen in instead there just quickly because I don't think I need the 7 gold per turn that the other one was giving me. I'd rather have that little bit of extra production in my big old cities. I don't know why I haven't improved that dies yet, or this dies. There's still random tiles across my empire I haven't seen to yet, which is a little bit worrying, but we'll kind of just run with it. I ended up taking that city myself. I could liberate it, but I'm not going to. Oh, significant blizzard over there. No, which way is it going? West. That's not a good direction. Oh well, at least I can now faith purchase commercial hubs from the ground. Haha! Okay, this is where Moksha really comes into his own. The trick now is to just keep him flipping from city to city where he's going to be most useful. In fact, actually, this new city over here is a great place for him. Stop building that harbour. I'm just going to pray it into existence. There's Kilwa. 15% extra gold across my empire, as well as enough envoys, hopefully, to finish off what I was doing. That's really cool. Man, I just realised for the last hour I've been filming and I haven't had the game sound on. Like, why? Why do that, Ryan? Ugh, very sorry. You haven't been able to hear the grunts and the cheers from the random pieces of AI that happen. Okay, right. So, I've got some extra trade route capacity now, which is pretty cool. You can see my trade routes are looking pretty good, but if I send one to Hunza, I've got 3 envoys spare from Kilwa, so let's just get that. And it's now on side as well. 2,500 gold coming in per turn at the moment. Now, the only thing I do need to have a quick look at is economics. I have no idea if I can get Big Ben. I've only got 44 turns left. The boost of that one. Build 2 banks. Well, I'll do that in a second. I'll illuminate it for myself and we'll go from there. I'm also now starting to build some nows, which is really good. I'm going to just prioritize sending them to the city-states because that's where all my gold is being generated from, so that's fine. Now, my capital just generates some boats now. We're going to make some Victorias and really crank that gold income up. Oh, but not before the Gilded Vault. 37 gold per turn, an extra culture as well. That's good. I think I just need to do the maths, but I think it's worth buying these things in still. It's still worth getting traders. Hang on, I was just doing this in the sort of buildings there. But hang on, so Gilded Vaults are 1,160 gold, and they generate 37 gold per turn, which means I need about 30 turns to make it worth it, and there's 43 turns remaining in the game. So, it's worth doing it. Now, where are economics? Where economics? There it is. 2 turns away, Big Ben. And I was just having a look at this guy. I could, in theory, get a great engineer that would allow me to rush Big Ben at the end of the game. So, okay, this is one last gold splurge. I'm just going to go around all my cities, and where shipyards and Gilded Vaults are available, we're going to just utilise them and then really crank this out. Like, shipyards give 32 gold. It's exactly the same maths. It's worth doing, I think. Okay, I don't think I'm going to regret doing that. I'm just going to last gold splurge to get the traders. I need to get them in as quickly as I can, and then we'll go from there. Okay, now I need to just respect my gold. As Himiko just make sure that Muscat stays on side, which it really needs to. I've now got a bunch more traders. I mean, yes, okay, these routes to city-states are really, really good, but I'm looking for the gold overall. Actually, the city-state routes are pretty damn good, but I'm not going to mutually sort of just exclusively look for them now. If I go to available routes and sort by gold, you'll see that Barb's made me do this for 79 gold. I mean, where's that being sent to? I mean, I don't know. I don't know where these things are off to, but I've got some amazing gold opportunities here. Let's send it from my capital. It's getting a huge gold bonus. Bonus this. Getting more production into my capital. It's a balancing act, you know, but I think this is going to be a good thing to do. 3,451 gold per turn. And that's only going to go up as I start to just ship off all of my worldly goods. I don't have a barb problem anymore as well, so any unit that is costing me gold per turn, which I think is like this lot. Heavy chariots? I believe heavy chariots cost gold per turn. Yeah, maintenance of 1 per turn. Hey, that's extra gold. We need to get rid of this. No. Get out of my land, fool. Get out of my land. And praying into existence the harbour. Annoyingly, we did find governments, but not the ones we wanted. Fascism and communism. I mean, they do give more policy cards, but they're not the policy cards I want, unfortunately. I'm going to have to try again. That's really annoying. Okay, civil engineering. Oh, damn. Woohoo, I kept Kingston. Amazing stuff. Okay, right, well that's great. Grants 3 envoys at the city-state. That I'm going to be able to use to get Venice back in. Although actually I might save for corporations. Do I save for corporations? Or do I just get Venice in? I think we're just going to save for corporations. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if that's going to be a good shout or not, really. Here we go. Victoria's. These improve gold to all of the city-state trade routes. I mean, that should give me lots and lots of stuff. It gives me era score as well, which is great. Now setting them up in Mogadishu as well. Brilliant. And another one. I mean, these should hopefully Be getting my trade routes into very, very tasty places. 61 gold per turn on that trade route, 70 to this one to Bandar Brunei. Yeah, it stacks. It stacks really quickly. And finally, a very special shout out goes to Scott Stratton, Major King Kong, Matthew Wilkinson, Salty Tech, Midnight Oil, Trafford Askby, Paul Coffey, Senjik, and Kroger Brand Trail Mix for all of your support on Patreon. Thank you very much.